Hello students, as today I have prelim practical examination from 2:30 to 5 o'clock, I am sending this video. Our next topic is IUPAC nomenclature of unsaturated hydrocarbons. Unsaturated hydrocarbons are nothing but alkenes and alkynes. Okay, unsaturated. When there is double bond, known as alkenes. When there is triple bond in between C, then that is alkynes. Okay, so the rules are just like the saturated hydrocarbons, that is alkanes. Few additional rules are there and we are going to follow them and we will see now one by one. Okay, so what is the first one? The longest continuous chain must include, this is very important word, must include carbon-carbon multiple bond. Okay, so whatever the longest chain you are going to consider, that should have carbon-carbon multiple bond. Though there is another carbon chain which is a longer one, but there is no carbon-carbon multiple bond, then you should not consider that longest chain. You should consider the longest one which has carbon-carbon multiple bond. Okay, so now see the example. This is CH3 CH2 C CH2 CH3 and here it is double bond and then the CH2. Okay, so in the first look what we are going to see, 1 2 3 4 5, this is the longest one, 5 carbons are there. But no, you should not consider this chain. Why? Because in this chain there is no multiple bond. There is no multiple bond. Then which chain you should consider? You should consider this one. See, this one, because here it is double bond. Okay, now in this chain 1 2 3 4, though here are 4, but your longest continuous chain is this one only, because here it is double bond. Though this one is of the 5 member, but there is no multiple bond, so you should not consider this chain. You have to think about only this chain. Okay, so now 1 2 3 4 means parent hydrocarbon is butane and this is the derivative of butane. When there is a double bond means it is alkene, so this is nothing but butene. But we will see few more rules and then we will give the name of this compound. Okay, similarly see the another example, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, total in a chain, longest continuous chain, you can see when at the first look, wow, there is a 7 carbon chain, but you cannot consider this one. Why? Because multiple bond is here, not in this straight chain. Multiple bond is in this chain. Okay, or multiple bond is in this chain. So how many carbons are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6, or you may go like this also, 1 2 3 4 5 6, both the weight is of the 6 carbon, both the weight is of 6 carbon, so you can consider any one. Okay, that doesn't make any difference. Means the number of carbon atoms in the longest chain is 6 and not 7. Okay, you should consider this chain or otherwise this chain, but not this one. Okay, now what is the next rule? Next rule is that numbering of this chain must be done such that carbon multiple bond has the lowest possible number. Has the lowest possible number means what? See here, this is the chain, here it is double bond, this is the chain, here it is triple bond. Okay, so now if you are going to numbering from here, 1 2 3 4 means at the third carbon there is double bond. But if you are going to numbering from this end, that is the right end, then this is 1 2 3 4 means on the first carbon there is double bond. First carbon there is double bond. So 1 is the lowest possible number than 3. So numbering should be from the right end. This is the correct one. This is the wrong one. Similarly here If you are going to numbering from here 1, 2, 3, 4, if you are going to numbering from here 1, 2, 3, 4, in this chain if you are going to number from the left hand end or left end, then triple bond is on the first carbon. If you are numbering from this end, right end, then triple bond is on the third carbon. So you should think about this numbering, not this one. Means the lowest possible number you have to give it to the carbon which is attached to multiple bonds. Next, see now, we know this, the ending ane is the alkane is replaced by ene, so for alkene, and yne for alkyne, yne for alkyne. Position of carbon atom from which multiple bond starts, important one is multiple bond starts, is indicated by smaller number. Just I explained before, the multiple bond on the carbon first we selected, that is the lowest possible number. So that is the smaller number of the two multiply bonded carbons before the ending ene and yne. Before the ending ene and yne means what? See, I told last time that compound is nothing but butene. Butene. But where is the double bond? Where is the double bond in butene? That double bond in the butene is on the, from this end on the first carbon. If you are going to start from here, it will come on the third carbon. So we should not select numbering from this end. We have to select numbering from this end. And now in this name, we have to put this one in between. How we are going to do? We are going to write separately this but, then number where double bond is present, and then ene. See, digit and alphabet you should put hyphen. This is the rule which we had seen in saturated hydrocarbon. Just like that. Only you have to mention at which carbon double bond is present. So this is on the first carbon, so we mention here first. If you are going to see this example of the ine, same. Here it is on the first carbon, there is triple bond, so this is but1ine. Okay. Suppose now the example is like this. CH3, CH, double bond, CH, CH3. Okay. So see now here. If you are going to numbering from the left end 1, 2, 3, 4. Means on the second carbon there is double bond. If you are going to numbering from the right end 1, 2, 3, 4. So here at it again on the second carbon there is a double bond. So both the way numbering is possible and it is correct. So what is the name of this compound now? See what is the name of this compound? 1, 2, 3, 4 means this is nothing but the derivative of butane. There is double bond, so ane should be replaced by ene, and now double bond is on the second carbon. So you have to write but dash 2 dash ene. Are you getting this thing? This is but1ene because double bond is on the first carbon. This is but2ene. Why? Because the double bond is on the second carbon. Double bond is on the second carbon. Both the way numbering is possible. Both the way numbering is possible. This is but2ene. Okay. Now next rule. If the multiple bond is equidistant from both the ends of a selected chain, then carbon atoms are numbered from that end which is nearer to first branching. Okay. See now, here it is the branching. See here, this is the branching. Okay. Now you have to think about the which way you can going to give the number, which will be the lowest number. See now, if I'll start from left end, then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So on the second carbon there is methyl group. Similarly on the fourth carbon there is methyl group. So the set of locant is now 2 and 4. But if you are going to number from this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now it comes on set of 3 and 5, set of 3 and 5. And what is the our criteria? Our criteria that it should be nearer to first branching. See now, this is on the second, means this is nearer. This is on third, that means it is far away from this, one carbon away from this, so this is nearer. So we have to select the set of locandase. Now these two groups are same, so we are mentioning here dimethyl group, both are methyl groups, so dimethyl. 1 2 3 4 5 6 means this is the derivative of hexane. Double bond is there, means this is the hexene. And where the double bond is present? Double bond is present on the third carbon. Double bond is present on the third carbon, both the way. So we mention here hex dash 3 dash E and E. Hex dash 3 dash E and E. So the name of the compound is 2,4 dimethyl hex dash 3 dash ENE and not 3,5 dimethyl hex 3-ene. See now the another example. Now here is triple bond. So this is the example of alkyne. So ANE is going to replace by YNE. How many carbons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So again this is the derivative of hexane, triple bond, so it will be hexyne. Now here it is only one branch. Okay. See now, if you are going to numbering from this, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is at the 5th position if you are going to number from this way. This is on the 5th position. But if you are going to numbering from left hand, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is on the second carbon, and which is nearer to the branch. 2 is smaller number than the 5. So we selected this name, 2-methyl hex 3-ine. 5-methyl hex 3-ine is the wrong name. This is the correct name. 2, this 2, there is a methyl group, so 2-methyl. Total 6 carbons in a longest continuous chain which has triple bond. So hex, triple bond is on the third position, so 3, and there is a alkyne, so ending with YNE, ending with YNE. Now see the next one. If the parent chain contains 2 double bonds or 2 triple bonds, then it is named as diene and or DIYNE, diene or diene. Okay. In all these cases, this A of ANE is retained, Here it is, see, we just write hex, not hexa. Here we write but, not buta. Okay. But when there are 2 double bonds like this or 2 triple bonds like this, then you have to retain this A. So that is the penta, or here it is hexa instead of hex. Here it is penta instead of pent. Are you getting this point? And then we are going to mention it is diene and diene. See, this is on the first, here it is, see, we are going to start here. So it is on the first carbon. This is on the third carbon. So penta 1, 3 diene. While here this is 1 and this is the fourth position, first position, fourth position. So and there are triple bonds. So 1, 4 diene, hexa 1, 4 diene. This A is important. This A is important when you are writing the name, when there are 2 double bonds or there are 2 triple bonds. Okay. See now next. If the parent chain contains both double and triple bond, then carbon atoms are numbered from that end where multiple bond is nearer. Where multiple bond is nearer. Okay. See now here. Here is double bond, triple bond. If you are going to numbering from here, double bond comes on the first carbon and triple bond comes on the third carbon. But if you are going to numbering from this way, then double bond comes on the second carbon, triple bond comes on the second carbon and double bond comes on the 4 carbon. So this set of 1 and 3 instead of set of 2 and 4 we have to select, not this one, not this one. Okay, because this is nearer, And one more rule is that En is having more priority than Yne. En is having more priority than Yne. So when we are going to write IUPAC name, then you should write En first and then Yne. Okay. So what is that? See here. This is our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is a derivative of pentane. But now there is double bond, there is triple bond. So we have to mention both the things. So first we are writing En, that is on the first carbon. So 1 dash En. On the third carbon there is triple bond. So 3 dash Yne. And not we are going to select this. So this is correct name. This is wrong name. Okay. And again this En should be, as priority is more, so this En should be with the lowest possible number. Okay. So we are writing like this, pent 1 in 3 Yne. Next, if the double bond and triple bond are equidistant from the end, the double bond gets the lower number, just like this. But now the equidistant, these are not the equidistant. Now we will see the equidistant example. See, HC triple bond C, CH2, CH double bond CH2. What is this? If you are going to start from here, this is the first carbon, second carbon, third, fourth and fifth. But if you are going to start from this is the first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon and fifth carbon. Okay. So now here, see, from this end, this double bond comes on the fourth. And what is our rule? Double bond gets the lower number. So we should not select this chain, numbering of this chain in this way. We should not select, because double bond comes on the fourth carbon atom. But if you are going to select the numbering in this way from the right end, then double bond comes on the first carbon. And this is correct according to this rule. And that's why pent 1 in 4 yne is the correct name, while pent 4 in 1 yne is the wrong name. Pent 4 in 1 yne is the wrong name. Pent 1 in 4 yne is the correct name. So double bond gets the lower number. The double bond gets the lower number. This is important. Now, next is IUPAC names of simple monocyclic hydrocarbon. Simple monocyclic hydrocarbon. Okay. The saturated monocyclic hydrocarbon is named by attaching prefix cyclo to the name of the corresponding open chain alkene. So see here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So this is the bond line formula. But now these 3 carbons attached to each other in a cyclic manner. When there are the 3, then the parent hydrocarbon is propane, but they arrange in a cyclic manner. So we write here cyclo as a prefix. And so this becomes cyclopropane. This becomes cyclopropane. This is the bond line formula of this triangle, just triangle. If there is a 5 carbons in a cyclic manner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then we should write cyclopentane, and this is the bond line formula. This is the bond line formula. Pentagon is the bond line formula. Now see, an unsaturated monocyclic hydrocarbon is named by substituting Ene or Yne. Okay, N is the name of the corresponding cycloalkane. See now, this is the cyclohexane, ANE, cyclohexane. But if there is a double bond, then AN is replaced by ENE. All things are same, only ANE replaced by ENE. Okay, now suppose if in this cyclohexane structure there is one triple bond, then what will be the name of this compound? The name of the compound will be cyclohexyne, hexyne, cyclohexyne. Are you getting this? Cyclohexane, double bond, so cyclohexene, triple bond, so cyclohexyne. Okay. Now see here, This is our cyclopentane, ENE, cyclopentane, ENE, double bond, so this is ENE, triple bond, so this is YNE. Now the next substituted monocyclic compounds rule. In case of substituted monocyclic compounds, numbering of the ring carbon is started from a side chain from the side chain. Numbering is started from the side chain. See now, this is side chain, this is side chain, this is ethyl group, this is methyl group. Now here we have to follow alphabetical order, and in our saturated hydrocarbon we mention that according to alphabetical order you have to number the compound. Means if ethyl group is there, then E comes first than the M of the methyl group, then ethyl group should have lowest possible number. Now here the cases, there is ethyl, there is methyl, so we should number this ethyl as a 1, the lowest possible number. And from here we have to consider whether we are going to give anti-clockwise numbering or the clockwise numbering, again based upon the substituent. Now this substituent is here, if you are going to numbering clockwise like this, clockwise like this, clockwise, then this methyl group will come on the third position. This methyl group will come on the third position. But if you are going to numbering from anti-clockwise, then this is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and this is quite bigger number than the 3. So we should not numbering anti-clockwise. This is the wrong method, but the clockwise numbering is the right method. So what is the name of the compound? 1-ethyl 3-methyl cyclohexane. 1-ethyl 3-methyl cyclohexane. One more rule is given in our textbook. If the carbon is highly substituted, means what? At this carbon there are two substituent, highly substituted, while this carbon is having only one chain like this, that means this is less substituted, this is highly substituted. Whatever the hydrogens are present, all are replaced by the substituent. This is the highly substituted. And if this is the situation, then highly substituted carbon atom should always have number 1 like this. Now here we are in writing, we are going to write alphabetical order, but priority wise numbering is not going to do like this. Here it is always highly substituted carbon will have number 1. Okay, number 1. So now this is number 1, then clockwise this ethyl group, this is 1 and 2 carbon, so this is ethyl, this is only 1 carbon, this is only 1 carbon, means these are the 2 methyl groups. This is the bond line formula where we are not mentioning carbon and hydrogens. I hope you remember this thing. We are not mentioning carbon and hydrogens. This is the like that. And so here this we have to write ethyl first in the alphabetical order, but number is now 3. Okay, and now methyl is on the first carbon because this carbon is highly substituted and it should start with the 1. These are 2 methyl groups, so this is the dimethyl and then the monocyclic compound, that is cyclohexane. This is all for the day. In the next lecture we will start chapter alkenes. Thank you very much.